Hi guys, welcome to this video. Today is going to be my review for The Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1, Episode 4, titled The Wrong End of the Telescope. Now, this episode, I will admit, I only found out about a certain scene until about 10 minutes ago. And I think I need to make a separate video on that. But I'll mention it lightly in this review. So, if you want to see my actual thoughts on the scene, I will upload that within the next hour or so once this video goes out. But I will admit this is... I'm going to add my usual spoiler thing here, but first off, if you want to see more content like this on the channel, then I recommend that you hit that red subscribe button and that you click that bell icon to be notified when I next upload a video. So I'll give you 5 seconds before I start talking about the episode, so I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so... I do not know where World Beyond is going. I think the last 3 episodes have been okay. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like the World Beyond is trying to... I think it's losing its footing a little bit when it comes to this show. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, I'm happy to watch World Beyond on a weekly basis. But... there's just something about it that's just not clicking with me. It doesn't... I mean, I understand that they... that the children aren't adapt to killing walkers. But I feel like it is just... a road trip. And I do enjoy some of these characters. Like, some of the characters' backstories I relate to. And some of the characters, I can understand the motivations for going out. And I understand Huck and Felix's motivation to bring them all back to the campus colony, even though it's destroyed now. But I just... with The Walking Dead and Fear, there was a spark that got me interested. But there's been little flickers with World Beyond. But I know a lot of people are watching this series because they want to know hints for the Rick Grimes movie, which I do hope is coming out soon. I really bloody do. I really want to try, like, say, the season finale of World Beyond Season 1 happens, and then we get a teaser trailer or an actual trailer for the Rick Grimes movie. Or something. But, I mean, I know this episode takes place in a school, and it did give me a little bit of a Resident Evil vibe, or, actually, no, gave me a Last of Us vibe. So if you've played The Last of Us Part 1, it felt like that when I think it was Joel, Ellie, and some other dude, I can't remember his name. They go to school to find a battery, or just a car that Joel and Ellie can use to carry on their trip. And I don't know why, it just gave me that sort of vibe. I mean, I think if there was like clickers in this world, then I would obviously be a bit more worried, and it would definitely have tension. But I actually don't think walkers even appear in this episode. And I know they split people off into... like, they split up into 3 groups, so 3 twos. They have Iris and Silas, Elton and Felix, and Huck and Hope. I mean, Huck and Hope, they seem to be on a good friend basis. They seem to know each other quite well. And they have a laugh, you know. They're in the, like, they've got all the time in the world now, I should guess. But obviously, I think Huck's just trying to chip away at Hope's insecurities, and she's just trying to convince her. Okay, let's convince the others to go back to the campus colony. But Hope ain't buying it. I know Elton and Felix is definitely digging into to Elton's insecurities, but there was a walker trapped in a locker at some point in the episode, And I feel like we're starting to get a bit more of Elton's backstory. So maybe next episode, in episode 5, we will see Elton's backstory. But we get like a little hint that he is actually claustrophobic, which, fair enough. He's a bit like Carol in a sense, because Carol, if you remember, she is claustrophobic. Because if you remember in season 10, when they're stuck in the cave of Alpha's Horde, Carol starts breathing heavily, and she mentions to everyone that she's claustrophobic, which, I mean, again, you can even look back as early as season 1 in the finale when they're in the CDC. Carol mentions that are they underground, because she's very claustrophobic. And it's nice to see characters with certain weaknesses, because I know with Elton, I know we've only met him for like 4 episodes, but with Carol, we've known her 10 seasons, and we know she's claustrophobic. So situations like that definitely puts a more human aspect, because characters like Daryl and Cal, they seem to be surrounded by plot armor, and that's why I'm sort of disappointed that the Daryl Carol spin-off was announced, because it was like, oh, they're going to survive the end of the series anyway. There's no need to worry about them. We just don't have to care. We just know that they're going to survive, and they're going to do their own spin-off show. But I feel like they should, like, again, I know my points on it. They should have saved the Daryl Carol spin-off announcement until the mother show had ended. And then, obviously, if they announced the Tales of the Walking Dead spin-off when the series was announced to end, then fine, that's fine. We can do that sort of thing. But there are a lot of flashbacks. So obviously we got the Elton PTSD, claustrophobia. We also get a bit more into Joe, Iris and Hope's father. Obviously, I know they mentioned in the first episode that there was an argument that Hope had with her father, where she was kicking and screaming, telling him not to go with the CRM, and eventually he does. So obviously a bit more of that argument. But I think the main threat was wolves in this episode. So they were just in the school, and obviously wolves were infesting the hallways and stuff like that. But yeah, they weren't really a threat. Like, they just go around them and then just carry on getting out. But the one partnership I didn't mention was Iris and Silas. Now, I definitely think from this episode that they are going to get together at some point. I know the seeds are there. They're planting them, and I feel like it's going to be ripped away. Like, maybe Silas gets bit in maybe like the last episode of the show, or maybe at some point he doesn't tell her, or maybe he actually confesses feelings and they get together. So who knows? I mean, this episode is okay. I mean, but obviously, I think it kind of focuses as well on Silas as well, because I believe there is a point where Iris and Silas are trapped and they're trying to get him out, and then Silas just like loses control, and he just beats the ever-loving, like literally just keeps punching this walker, and it's like, holy crap, this man is strong, but he's also like, he's so emotionally insecure and just very scared. He doesn't want to be a monster, and he feels like everyone's going to see him as a monster, which we all will understand at the end of the day, so there's not really much we can do. But obviously, the episode comes to an end by them just taking a photo of each other. Elton gets the group photo, which, well, I have to admit, is a very nice scene. It makes them feel a lot more... It definitely makes him feel human, and just obviously Elton monitoring the journey, it's very within his character to do so. He's always been obsessed with like monitoring each of the walkers and how they're sort of still alive, and obviously just documenting the journey to maybe provide research. But there's also the time where these 6 people, they're all together and they're travelling across the country. They might as well have a good time while they're at it. But I'm going to touch on this because obviously the episode has ended, but there was a post-credit scene at the end of this episode, and I'm going to touch on it lightly. I'm going to go a bit more in depth in another video. But we meet a woman. She is part of the CRM, and they are testing walkers. They are doing human test subjects. They strap them up. They title them I think the test subject that she was monitoring was A402. And obviously they've got over 400 people in the CRM, which, again, we still don't know where that is. and they're just testing walkers. So maybe this research facility, maybe Hope and Iris's dad are there, and they are testing the walker, like testing humans, which are in very short supply because the walkers outnumber humans 5,000 to 1. I mean, who knows? I think they are just. I mean, I know they're trying to find a cure, but I feel like shit's gonna kick off, and like our crew are gonna find all of this at the end of season 1, or maybe end of season 2, and then they have to try and escape in like the last couple of episodes. So that would be amazing to see. But for now, CRM are definitely bloody scary, and I cannot wait to see what more hints of the Rick Grimes movies we're going to get. And obviously Rick was labelled a B and not an A, so maybe he's safe. But for how long, we do not know. But that's my review for The Walking Dead Well Beyond Season 1, Episode 4. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you have not done already. Also ring that bell icon to be notified when I next upload. Your love and support means everything to me, so I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon with another video.